So this may come to a shock to much of my audience, by the way. Especially my Turkish, especially some of my Muslim ones and Turkish ones. But if you did not know, Ataturk, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, the founder of Turkey, was never Jewish. Even though that he did a lot of stuff that was anti-Islamic, many other stuff, which made people think, well, yeah, it's because he's Jewish or something like that. Oh, he's because he's Sephardic or anything like that. But no, not at all. At all. And basically, this is not really an accurate thing at all. And there's barely even any proof. However, and a lot of people, however, are spectating what the hell is Ataturk's ethnicity? Was he Jewish or was he Turkish? Was he Greek or was he Macedonian? Like we don't, like many people, well, basically don't really know about his ethnicity. But in this video, I'll tell you his ethnicity and why did he attack Islam. So it turns out that Ataturk, so if you don't know, Ataturk has that the suspicion of Ataturk's ethnicity has been going around recently, and a lot of people are wondering what was the ethnicity and cultural backgrounds of Ataturk's parents, especially his father Ali Reza Effendi, who did not really have that much, who was not really talked to, who did not really have that much information about his life. but I'll tell you what's going. So I'll tell you what was that. So you guys are wondering why. So it turns out that Ataturk's father did not have really any Jewish links. And if you do not know, no, the city of but the city where Ataturk was from is known as the city of Slasoniki, which is a city located in northern Greece, however. And the city during the Ottoman era had a very large Jewish population, both religiously and ethnically. But even though it was very large, even though that their Muslim population was large, but it was very large. However, it made up more than half of it. But for Jews, Jews also made up, when it comes to ethnicity, made up the majority. But Islam was the largest by religion. So yeah, but even though that Judaism, however, was very large, and the Jewish ethnicity was very large, but it was not really the overwhelming majority. It was only like 47 to 8%. And followed by that are Turks by 22%, followed by Greeks, Bulgarians, Gypsies, and so on. So yeah, this does not really have a strong evidence to it. But however, if we go trace back to Olive, but if we go onto some websites and talk to some historians about the Turk's father, you could see that he comes from the town of Kazazik. And if you don't know what is that, the town of Kazazik is generally a very small town in North Macedonia, located near the Albanian border. And it does have a large Turkish and Albanian population. And these guys like to intermarry between, and Turks there like to intermarry with Macedonian and Albanians. So some people, some historians like Lord Giffel and Andrew Mango all believe that Ataturk may have some Slavic or Albanian ancestry, or just Balkan Turk. And this is also the same thing for his mother, which of course explains why Ataturk looked very different from most Turks, because he was Balkan Turk, and Balkan Turks usually look pretty different than when it comes to ethnicity. But they're Turks, so yeah. But the but there's one thing you have to know about Turk. But another but you guys are wondering why. What is the reason why Ataturk hated Islam so much, and why was he considered Jewish? Well, one, this has to do with the Dunme. And if you don't know what the Dunme is well, I'm gonna tell you. So in the 600s, there's a Jewish rabbi by the name of Sabbatai Zevi. So Sabbatai Zevi uh, was a rabbi coming by who by from his Sephardic Jewish origins. And Sephardic Jews are basically those Jews you could find in Latin America and in Spain. But in Spain, and he generally made a false claim that he was the Jewish Messiah, and and due to his rise of popularity and some complaints from other rabbis thinking that he was stupid in some way, the Sultan during that time actually started threatening him with the death sentence and death sentence. So as a response, he actually converted to Islam, and Islam started and did not look away from Judaism after that. But however, for people who believed in him, however, they actually converted to Islam, but he secretly but he did secretly hide under the spear of it. But they secretly did hide under so they hid it from their religion from the Ottomans. So they were basically cried as they secretly maintained their Jewish traditions while being outwardly considered Muslims. So they were crypto Jews, or considered, or Dunme, which basically is a Turkish word for which is a Turkish word for apostate state. So state to some Pacific Ottoman Turkish basically. So now, and during that time, the Dunme, however, were very influential. And since the Dunme were outwardly Muslims, they have the ability to. They were very influential. They have the ability to influence Muslims and any other their people way more widely as they did before they were Muslim widely. So yeah, and during that time, and even though that some of these Jews generally did not have anything to do, generally did not do really anything in the media, but there were some people that actually were in it, and they started just spreading tons of lies about Islam and sort of that. So, and generally, and of course, and they also built schools, write books, and many others, and published newspapers talking ill about Islam and the sultans. And because they generally deceived, and not even hundreds, just basically thousands of sins of Balkan Muslims, and maybe Ataturk probably got influenced by the Nunme, and without his parents not realizing. So yeah, but so that's one thing, and and there's something that. So yeah, he may not be Jewish, but he was probably influenced by the Dunme, not being ethnically part of the Dunme. So yeah, but and Ataturk was from some Thessaloniki, which is home to most of the Dunme. So yeah, but and also Ataturk, the Turk also had an influence also influenced Adolf Hitler. Yes, the man himself, Adolf Hitler. That person who killed basically a lot of Jews. So when he so basically Jews basically so basically he also had influence on Adolf Hitler, and Adolf Hitler generally romanticized the Ataturk a lot, and he the Turk a lot, and he called it him this name, which I've on called him a name for it. I honestly don't remember what was it, but I think it was like his sunshine of the dark. And now this is actually true. True, I'm not even kidding. It was something like that. I don't know. Like I don't remember what was it called. And if Ataturk was Jewish, Adolf Hitler would have been not influenced by him. And plus, even though that Ataturk did not like it, did not like the Hitler, and was sort of disgusted about Hitler, but but Adolf Hitler still loved the Ataturk, even so that Ataturk did not really like to him, and also and there are also even newspapers, Turkish newspapers during the 1920s and 30s that were under state control publishing newspapers that generally mocked the Jews living in Turkey, and you can see that some of the arts are based that some of the German arts. You can see that it is very that some of the arts, however, is very of how does they predict Jews is basically the same thing what Nazi Germany did. So added. So my whole thing was is Ataturk may not be Jewish, but he was influenced by the Dunmer. So yeah, salam alaikum.